It began with a simple observation: a single gleaming black pickup parked at the front of a dealership lot. I saw it on my commute in early September, its chrome grille catching the sun, tires polished to a wet shine. A sign on the windshield boasted its power and promise of adventure. By October, it was still there, dew-tracing patterns in a thin layer of dust. The price sticker, once crisp, had begun to curl, bleached by autumn light. It became a silent monument to a sale that never happened. Weeks turned into months. Thanksgiving came and went. The truck remained, unmoved. Its shine faded, rain streaked its sides, and I started to wonder, why had no one taken it home? It wasn't just a machine anymore. It was a symbol of something stuck. Dealership staff walked past it daily, barely noticing. It was part of the landscape now. By Christmas, the truck was a ghost, snow and ice layering its roof. The bold sticker in the window was now a faded relic. 100 days, over 3 months, without turning a wheel. It was no longer a product for sale but an artifact of a stalled economy. The dealership had tried lowering the price, but still, it waited. The truck felt unwanted, a powerful machine nobody believed was worth the price. This wasn't an isolated case. I started looking at other lots on my drive and saw it everywhere. Rows of vehicles, trucks, sedans, SUVs, electric cars, all sitting in suspended animation. The gaps between them weren't being filled by customers. Instead, the cars just sat, collecting dust, their batteries slowly draining. The truck was not an anomaly. It was a harbinger. The quiet, unassuming face of a much larger, troubling story unfolding across the country. A story of promises made and promises rejected. That one truck was just a single note in a national symphony of silence. Across the United States, millions of brand new cars are sitting idle on dealership lots. These aren't used cars. They're the latest models, fresh from the factory, packed with new tech. Yet their odometers are frozen at single digits. The market has ground to a halt, not with a crash, but with a quiet refusal. The numbers are staggering. Day supply of vehicles has ballooned from 30 to over 100. Imagine a bakery with 3 months' worth of bread going stale on the shelves. Dealers are renting extra space in vacant lots and malls to store the surplus. This isn't a supply chain issue anymore. It's a crisis of demand. The lots are overflowing, but customers aren't coming. Sales managers now look out at a sea of unsold inventory, each car a liability. The vibrant energy of the car lot has been replaced by an unnerving stillness. The old assumption that Americans will always want a new car no longer holds true. For decades, the car dealership playbook was simple: offer a deal and buyers would come. Summer sell-downs, year-end clearances, 0% financing. These were the levers that always worked. But today, those levers are failing. The deals are more urgent than ever, but they're not working. They're magic. Consumers have become immune to the siren song of the sale. $1,000 off a $60,000 SUV doesn't feel like a bargain. It feels like an insult. 0% financing for 7 years feels like a trap, not a gift. The old tricks have lost their power because the context has changed. Even digital tactics, slick videos, virtual test drives aren't converting viewers into buyers. The problem isn't desire, it's value. Discounts can't fix a price that feels absurd. The deal is dead because trust in the price itself has died. The industry's playbook is out of plays. Something profound has shifted in the American psyche. The car, once a symbol of identity and aspiration, is now a tool for survival. Buyers aren't asking, "What does this car say about me?" but "What does this car do for me, and at what cost?" Years of inflation and rising costs have killed the appetite for extravagant spending. A car payment rivaling a mortgage is now a threat, not a milestone. People are making hard choices, prioritizing security over status. The price tag feels like a violation of a social contract. Consumers want survival value, longevity, affordability, and respect. The goal isn't the thrill of driving off the lot, it's long-term security. The American car buyer's psychology has changed from seeking an experience to demanding an honest tool for living. CarMax built its empire on a promise: no haggle, transparent, fair pricing. Customers trusted that the price was reasonable until the market changed. Now, CarMax's fair price reflects an inflated market, and sticker shock is everywhere. A 3-year-old Honda Civic for $26,000? It feels like a rip-off. The psychological contract is broken. The no-haggle policy, once comforting, now feels rigid and unhelpful. Customers aren't leaving because of bad service. They're leaving because the value proposition is gone. CarMax's reputation for fairness is eroding, even though the model hasn't changed. The trust was never just about no haggling, it was about believing the price was right. As that belief fades, so does CarMax's unique appeal. Even a business built on trust can falter when the definition of fair no longer matches reality. AutoNation and Lithium Motors, giants built on aggressive expansion and cheap debt. Their model: buy more, borrow more, sell more. But this strategy depends on a steady flow of customers willing to take on big loans. Now, that flow is drying up. These corporations are stuck with mountains of inventory and high overhead. Their size, once a strength, is now a liability. Customers are resisting becoming profit centers for faceless corporations. The giants gambled on endless borrowing and lost. Stellantis, parent of Jeep, Ram, Dodge, embodies the disconnect between car makers and consumers. These brands were built on accessibility and utility, not luxury. Yet, a Jeep Grand Cherokee can now top $70,000. A Ram pickup, $80,000. Stellantis is selling the memory of a brand at a luxury price. Consumers expect affordability, but face sticker shock and cognitive dissonance. Brand loyalty is being squandered in a single transaction. Stellantis lots are among the most overstocked in the nation. The target customer for a Ram isn't shopping for a Mercedes, yet the prices overlap. It's a strategy that's proving fundamentally unsustainable. This isn't just a market downturn, it's a collapse in public trust. The unspoken agreement between buyers and sellers has been broken. During the pandemic, dealers marked up prices and forced add-ons, exploiting desperate customers. Now, even as supply returns, the memory of being taken advantage of lingers. The trust that was eroded can't be rebuilt with a simple discount. Consumers now view the process with suspicion. The system feels rigged. The crisis of trust extends to the cars themselves. Complex, expensive to repair, loaded with subscription fees. People wonder if cars are built to last, or just to generate revenue. The dealership is the face of this system, delivering systemic unfairness to the consumer. It's a betrayal not of a contract, but of a relationship. The most powerful response to this crisis isn't protest, it's quiet refusal. Millions are simply walking away from the new car market. They're keeping and repairing old cars, investing in longevity over debt. Local mechanics are busier than ever as people embrace fix it, don't replace it. Others turn to private sales, Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist, seeking human-to-human transactions. The dealership system no longer offers trust or value. The industry is at a crossroads: adapt or risk irrelevance. The path forward requires fairness, honesty, and transparency. The quiet revolution is a message. Americans want less debt, less complexity, less hassle. And in the silence of unsold lots, a question lingers. If dealerships disappeared, would life really be worse? Or would Americans simply adapt and find a better way?